All right. Hello, everyone. This is a new edition of TISM Talks, I like to call Random Rants. So, for all of you who are new, my name is Pranav. I go by Cash Money Nav, and my concept of today, or this overall concept, is TISM Talks is an idea of mine where me being chronically online causes me to consume a lot of irrelevant, unuseful information that is stored up in my head. And the best way to kind of expose this and get rid of it is to just create these little talks that have no filter, no rehearsal, no script. Everything is me, unrehearsed, bare naked truth. Everything you're seeing is unedited, right? Well, except for my, you know, topic-based videos where I just put a PowerPoint presentation together in 2 minutes and just go on a rant. This is a new spin-off of TISM Talks, I like to call, which is random rants. So, in my TISM Talk videos, I will have a PowerPoint presentation and me in a corner or me somewhere else, depending on how my editor has edited it. But this one is just me being unedited, just no, snarky comments or, a copy and paste of a black image with some white text on it. It's just me trying to keep this short, simple, funny, entertaining, um, annoying, whatever, right? Whatever emotions this invokes. So today's Father's Day, right? And I'll try to upload this within the same day. And today's random rant is inspired by Father's Day. So if you haven't taken a moment, call up your dad, open up your phone, text him, call him, let him know, hey, Dad, happy Father's Day, and thank you for being a great father. Now, if your father wasn't there for you, or if he was a pretty crappy father, I am sorry. You can just kind of skip this video entirely, or maybe not. Maybe not, because I will kind of go off on a rant that might be a little, let's say, detrimental to the concept of being a father. Right? So, actually, fuck it. I'll just start now. Okay. Fathers, it is, fathers, like, their counterpart, mothers, is a very thankless role. It's a job, right? It is a responsibility that is with you from the moment you have an offspring till your death. It doesn't go away. It doesn't exist, right? It doesn't have to exist. Like me, I'm not a father. I don't have children. So that role does not exist right now. And Lord knows I'm not ready for that. Lord knows that I may never be ready for that. And Lord also knows that if it is, it's probably going to be the gravest mistake that he's ever made, making me a father. Okay. So, yeah, it's a very thankless role, like moms, right? You are dealing and tolerating your boss's shit, life's shit, your wife's shit, society's shit to provide for your offspring to make sure that they're protected to a certain age, because you obviously can't protect them forever. You're not going to put them in a little bubble. And you have to provide for them. It's your responsibility, right? Their needs, their wants, their desires. You have to support them unconditionally. You have to love them unconditionally, and you will take a lot of shit for it from them. At a certain point, they will grow up. They will form their own opinions. They will rebel. They will talk back. They will be, they just be humans. Just be humans. And you'll sometimes think that as a dad is like, why the fuck did I give birth to this little piece of shit who's always, like I was better off being by myself and spending my money on my own. Why the fuck did I have this kid for if he's just gonna be this annoying pest? And it is a struggling job. It's a very thankless role. You don't get appreciated a whole lot. And as a man who has a very troubled relationship, or a complex relationship with his father, as a son, you see the struggle, right now. I'm an adult. I am, working a job and everything, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling being an adult. I'm struggling mentally because there's a lot of stuff in my head, right? Whether it's because I'm chronically online or it's the stress and anxiety that I have, um, that I put upon myself. Whether it's, being able to afford bills, to afford things that I need to live because shit's fucking expensive. And then you sit down and you think, how the fuck did this dude provide for not just himself, but three other people with the same amount of money or less, right? Like, how the fuck is it that my childhood, I never got like we witnessed some financial and economical stress. It wasn't, like we had a silver spoon up our ass, right? No trust funds, no nothing. I did see the struggle, but it wasn't like I never went to bed hungry, right? I never, like the lights were always on. I always had clothes on my back, and I was like, how the fuck did he do it four times? For himself, my mom, my dad, myself, my dad, myself, and my sibling. And I'm just like, how the fuck did he do it? How the fuck did he build a house? How the fuck did he do all this with increasing expenses year over year and and the salary? Like, it's hard to make money, right? 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week. How the fuck did he do it? It makes you start appreciating the man. Makes you start wanting to be like the man, right? You never saw your dad complain. You never saw your dad break down. And he never break down. You saw this titan of a figure, this Atlas carrying the world, carrying the heavens on his back, separating basically, reality and the struggles of reality with your concept of reality. Everything seemed happy go lucky, right? But you never saw the stress. You never felt the stress. You never felt the hate or the struggle or nothing. And you're like, how the fuck did he do it? How the fuck did he do it? But I have to say, man, it is definitely a role that I am not ready for. It is a role I don't think I'll be ready for, and I am so glad that my dad is the way he is. Right? I know there's a lot of dads that I know I'm fortunate, right? I am fortunate for the father that I had or I have. And I know that I'm fortunate because there are a lot worse more worse fathers out there. But at the same time, there are better dads. Like, come on, man. Where is the money? Where was the generational lock-in? Right? Why is it that I have to pick up a shit-paying job? Why couldn't I have a trust fund? Why couldn't we have, some fucking oligopoly or something? Like, where was the generational lock-in? Right? I am like I can't fucking afford health insurance. I can't afford to go see a therapist because hello, I'm fucking crazy in the head, right? Mentally and emotionally screwed. So like where was that generational lock-in? It was tough. It is tough, right? Like come on, dude. Seriously? Like why do I have to why do I now have to aspire for a YouTube career for my life to look somewhat better? Like you're making me sound like I have to I'm sounding like Shaggy now and I'm using like too much. Like dad, what the fuck? I honestly thought I could fucking do some mystery Scooby Doo type shit, but what the fuck? You know, not to mention I also have to create the voice of Scooby Doo if I'm gonna do Shaggy. Come on, Dad. Why did you have to do me like that? That's pretty good. I think that was a pretty good voice. I don't know. But look, being a dad sucks. Being a son or like a child sucks, right? Everything fucking sucks. But I'm glad that it didn't suck as much as it could have sucked. So, yeah, being a dad definitely It is an ambiguous responsibility. Sometimes it feels like a blessing, sometimes it feels like a curse. I just have to say that to all the dads out there, to my cousins who are fathers, to my father, to my friends who are fathers, and to all the fathers that are struggling, that are successful, however you want to define a successful father, you deserve more than a day to be appreciated. You deserve a lot more than what you're given, a lot less shit than you receive. And I mean this for both parties. I also mean this for my moms and my mothers out there, right? I didn't start this YouTube channel around Mother's Day. I should have started this channel a lot earlier. But yeah, thank you for setting a standard for me to match up to if God ever decides that I am worthy. If the economy decides to fuck over the billionaires and the trillionaire so that wages can increase and that people can start affording shit, so that my generation can actually start a family and, live to see their own offsprings, and if politicians stop deciding to be corrupt and we get rid of all the old people that are currently fucking over our country. Sorry, man, I didn't mean to get this political, but you know what? I'm already at 11 minutes, 12 minutes. Happy Father's Day. You guys deserve it. You guys deserve more than just a day. You deserve all the love unconditionally, right? You deserve all of the success, all of the happiness, all the joy. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you for picking up this tremendous responsibility, whether you planned for it, whether you didn't plan for it, whether you struggled and you succeeded, or you tried and you failed. If you haven't done it already, call your dads, text your dads, let them know. I think that's enough for TISM Talk. Random rant. Happy Father's Day. Happy Sunday. And yeah, I'm Cash Money Nov.